Have you ever looked out at the vast ocean and wondered what lies beneath? Now imagine if that ocean was all there was, a world entirely covered in water. No continents, no islands, just a seemingly endless expanse of blue. What would happen to our planet? Would life adapt and thrive in this watery abyss? Imagine witnessing the transformation of our planet into this watery realm. How would the absence of land reshape life itself? Day one dawns on a world transformed. Where towering mountains and sprawling plains once stood, now stretches an unbroken expanse of water. The oceans, swollen by the absorbed land masses, unleashed tsunamis of biblical proportions. The atmosphere, too, would be in turmoil. Intense storms and torrential downpours further churned the global ocean. The air would be thick with moisture, making it difficult to breathe. The initial impact on life would be catastrophic. Land-based animals, stripped of their habitats, would perish in droves. Birds would be left with nowhere to land, their weary wings eventually failing them. The lucky ones, caught in the deluge, would drown quickly. Others would face a slower, more agonizing demise from exhaustion, exposure, or starvation. Even marine life wouldn't be spared the chaos. The sudden change in salinity and temperature, coupled with the violence of the surging waters, would disrupt delicate ecosystems. Coral reefs, those vibrant underwater cities, would be pulverized. Many fish species adapted to specific depths and currents would find themselves thrust into alien environments, struggling to survive. As day two breaks, a strange silence descends upon the water world. The initial fury of the transformation has subsided, leaving behind a planet eerily still. The storms have abated, and the sun, though partially veiled by a thick blanket of clouds, casts a pale, watery light upon the endless ocean. The surface waters are littered with debris, the remnants of a lost world. Uprooted trees, fragments of buildings, and the carcasses of countless land animals paint a grim picture of the devastation. But beneath the surface, a different story is unfolding. The ocean depths, though still affected by the upheaval, offer a degree of refuge. Creatures adapted to the pressure and darkness of the abyss would be less impacted by the surface turmoil. Some might even benefit from the sudden influx of nutrients from the drowned world above. However, the lack of sunlight penetration due to the cloudy skies and turbulent waters poses a significant challenge. Photosynthesis, the process by which plants and algae convert sunlight into energy, is severely hampered. This disruption ripples through the food chain, affecting all marine life. By day 5, the initial shock begins to wear off, and life, ever resilient, starts to adapt to its new reality. The cloud cover thins slightly, allowing more sunlight to reach the upper layers of the ocean. Phytoplankton, those microscopic algae that form the base of the marine food web, begin to recover. With the resurgence of phytoplankton, zooplankton, small animals that feed on them, also begin to multiply. This, in turn, provides sustenance for larger creatures, kickstarting the recovery of the marine ecosystem. Fish that have adapted to a wider range of salinity and temperature thrive in the altered environment. Deep-sea creatures, accustomed to a world of darkness and pressure, continue to fare well. Some, sensing the abundance of food in the upper layers, venture into shallower waters, becoming top predators in this new world order. Section 5, days 6 to 7. The pressure builds. As days 6 and 7 pass, the consequences of a landless world become, well, increasingly apparent. The constant churning of the global ocean, no longer buffered by continents, leads to increasingly erratic and violent weather patterns. Hypercanes, monstrous storms far more powerful than any hurricane ever witnessed on Earth, become a regular occurrence. The lack of land also means no natural barriers to break down wave energy. Gigantic rogue waves, towering hundreds of feet high, become a constant threat, capable of capsizing even the largest sea creatures. The ocean, once a symbol of life and tranquility, has transformed into a chaotic and unforgiving realm. Yet even in these extreme conditions, life persists. Species with rapid reproductive cycles and the ability to adapt quickly gain a foothold. Bioluminescence, used for communication, hunting and defense, becomes more prevalent in the perpetual twilight of the deep. Section 6 to day 30. New ecosystems emerge. A month into our watery world's existence, and the ocean is a vastly different place. The surface, constantly battered by storms and monstrous waves, is a perilous environment. But beneath the turbulent surface, a new order is emerging. Hydrothermal vents, those underwater geysers spewing hot, mineral-rich water from the Earth's interior, become oases of life. Chemosynthetic bacteria, which derive energy from chemicals rather than sunlight, thrive in these extreme environments, forming the base of unique food chains. Giant squid, their massive eyes, adapted to the faintest glimmer of light, patrol the depths, preying on fish and other cephalopods. Creatures like the anglerfish, with its bioluminescent lure, have evolved ever more ingenious ways to attract prey in the darkness. Section 7, Day 60. Adapting to the deep. 2 months have passed, and the planet has settled into a new rhythm. The initial chaos has given way to a different kind of equilibrium. The surface remains a hostile environment, but life in the depths thrives, adapting to the pressure, darkness, and scarcity of resources. Creatures have evolved to become more streamlined and energy efficient, conserving precious resources in a world where every calorie counts. Gigantism, a phenomenon often observed in deep-sea creatures, becomes more pronounced. Larger size offers advantages in hunting, defense, and conserving body heat in the frigid depths. The ocean, once teeming with a diversity of species, is now dominated by a smaller number of highly specialized and resilient life forms. The planet, once a kaleidoscope of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems, has become a world of extremes where only the hardiest can survive. Section 8, Day 765, A New Equilibrium. Almost 2 years have passed since Earth became a water world. The planet has reached a new equilibrium, albeit a vastly different one from its previous state. The oceans are a swirling tapestry of currents and eddies, driven by the relentless winds and the Coriolis effect. The lack of land masses has profound implications for the planet's climate. Without continents to regulate temperature and rainfall, the weather is extreme and unpredictable. Hypercanes, once a terrifying novelty, are now a regular occurrence, their fury echoing across the endless expanse of water. Life, however, has proven to be remarkably adaptable. New species have evolved specifically suited to this watery realm. Creatures with bioluminescent capabilities light up the depths, their ethereal glow a testament to the enduring power of life. Section 9, Year 200. An Ocean Odyssey. 2 centuries have passed since the world was engulfed. What was once a familiar blue planet is now an alien ocean, teeming with life both strange and wonderful. Evolution, the master sculptor, has crafted new marvels in this watery abyss. Creatures resembling giant bioluminescent jellyfish drift through the abyss, their vast forms casting an eerie glow upon the ocean floor. Schools of fish, their scales shimmering with iridescent hues, navigate the currents with effortless grace. Giant squid, their tentacles thicker than a man's torso, engage in titanic battles for dominance in the depths. The water world, once a hypothetical thought experiment, has become a testament to the resilience of life and the boundless creativity of evolution. While the loss of land brought about unimaginable changes, it also paved the way for a new chapter in Earth's history, a chapter written entirely in shades of blue.